Let's do it. Ain't Got It Yet podcast, episode 105. That's a big deal for me, man. Episode 105. I'm Michael Flicks.
And I'm your auntie's favorite nephew, Red.
How you living, my guy?
Man, busy.
Busy?
Same old. School, photography, MC, in that order. Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
I could dig it. What'd you get into? Was you working this weekend, MCing or anything?
No. What did I do this? Actually, no. At over there at La Jolla, I forgot the name of the spot. Mm-hmm. Something tavern. Starts with an N. But anyway, football Sundays.
Okay.
MC over there. Aside from that, I didn't do anything. I was in LA on Thursday. Pulled up on my boy Dom. It was Black Tech Week. So like a bunch of techs got together at his house. It was real dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I spent another weekend in the house, bro. Well, again, I was outside on Sunday. I went to Soul Sunday. I'm always go to Soul Sunday. So I don't really, it's outside because it's outside, but I don't even really count that as outside like that because I'm going to always go to Soul Sunday. Yeah. But yeah, I spent another weekend in the house, went to Soul Sunday. It was dope. Soul Sunday is always fun. This one was, it wasn't like, I had a good time. Like I said, I'm going to always have a good time at Soul Sunday. But it was like the energy was a little different this month for some reason.
I mean,
it wasn't quite as many people, and like just the energy wasn't as lively as it normally is. Again, I still had a great time. Oh. I'm never gonna not go. Like it wasn't like so bad that I'm like, oh, I don't know about next month. Like I still had a good time. It just wasn't what it normally is.
I think too with that, like living here for like, I've only lived here for like 4 years, but seeing like kind of like, I noticed like things happens in seasons, depending on like once it starts getting cold, that's when people start staying more in the house. But then like also like I think when like there's something every month, like depending on whoever's hosting it, I think people now are like they have more option to stay home or go. I guess like because I was talking to somebody, it's like, man, I'm outside with this every weekend. I ain't going for like, I'm taking like a month off. Like I got a homeboy. He don't even go out no more. He does brunches. And I think too, like just with the season and just like maybe people just tired, need a break.
Let me ask you this, and we're going to talk about it, and while I'm editing, I'll decide if I want it to stay in the podcast. Okay. What are the rules for, and how would you move inviting a girl that you like to a place that you frequent? Would you invite her there? And if you would, how would you move in that situation?
I'm thinking more like restaurants because I'm a creature of habit, so I got a lot of restaurants type shit. But
what if it's like a bar or like a club or a lounge that you frequent, and like the people in there see you there often?
It depends because it really depends on the vibe. If
okay.
Because when I was single, there were spots that I were frequently at a lot, and I was like, I don't want to bring you over here. Not that I was doing nothing shady or nothing, but yeah, like you said, it really just depends. It depends on the girl. It really depends on what's the vibe. Like, really, I wouldn't give a damn. But if it was like, okay, I'll say this. When I was like moving, and I had women all over the place, no. Like, if this is like my main spot where I'm well known, I'm not bringing you here. Because this is a hot spot. Because now, let's say I'm moving around with all these women, you gonna know where I'm at. Oh, I know where to catch him on Saturdays. But like now, well, I'm in a relationship now, but like if I was single, yeah, but then it depends. Cause let's say I break up. Let's say I'm out of a relationship, but that's the spot me and her go to, and I know she still goes there. Probably not.
You're not going to invite a girl there?
If I know my ex still frequents there, because depending on the type of time, it's probably going to be some shit.
Got you. Because not too long ago, let me tell this story here. Not too long ago, I was at a spot that I frequent often, and I hung out with somebody prior to going there, and she knew that's where I was going. Like days before, she knew that's where I was going with my night. And if I remember correctly, she told me that she was going to be doing something else with her night as well. Like we were supposed to like hang out during the day, and I was going to go. Ooh wee.
Damn.
I'm gonna bleep that. I was gonna go where I was gonna go, and then
boy, you walked yourself.
Oh man, good thing to say live. That was funny,
boy.
So it was already understood that I was gonna go where I was gonna go, and then she was gonna go where she was gonna go. For like we were gonna hang out during the day, then I was gonna go where I was gonna go. She's gonna go where she was gonna go during the night. We get done hanging out during the day. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna go over here. She's like, oh, I might come over there. I'm like, oh, okay, like no big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And then she comes with a couple of friends.
Okay.
And then so I'm there, like I'm hanging out, I'm moving and grooving, I'm doing my thing. And then I'm sorry, I didn't even know she was there at first. Like I just saw her there. And then when I see her, I'm like, oh. I'm like, is she? And I go on my phone and see if like she told me she was pulling. Not that she has to, but I'm just checking to see. And she did. And so I went over there, said what's up to her and her friends. And then I went back where I was like hanging out and doing what I was doing. And then her and her friend like came over to where I was. And so like I, you know what I'm saying? Mingle, doing, you know what I'm saying? But I kept doing what I was doing. I mean, harmless. Like I wasn't like with other girls, like totally harmless. But I kept doing what I was doing. And then, the DJ put on one of those songs that was like, oh yeah, fellas, go grab your girl. Girls, go grab your guy. One of those type of things. And a few things went through my mind.
Okay.
One of them was, she's in here with her friends. Like, DJ said go grab, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, she with her friends, and I don't know if me and her is like that enough to where like I could go over there and pull you away from your friends, and your friends be like, girl, like you here with us, like why you know what I'm saying? So I was thinking that. Mostly, I was thinking that. But then I was also thinking, I come here often. I'm not trying to do that with somebody that is here with me, quote unquote, for the first time. Like I'm not, you know what I mean? And we had a brief talk about it afterwards. And so I just, I'm glad I thought about that right now. I just wanted to like, so you say you wouldn't even invite her?
It depends. Like,
okay. My exact scenario.
Okay,
she shows up and she's there.
Well, if she shows up, then she shows up. But then I'm not obligated. Like, if this is a spot that I frequent on a lot, and she pulls up with her homegirls, hey, but I'm over here. I'll say what's up, but kind of to that point, like, dancing and, as the old folks say, gyrating. We ain't doing that up in here. Ain't nobody finna get me on the camera phone unless I just don't care. And I'm like, you saw it, but like, that's happened to me a few times. But then I was when I was on my player shit, that was more just like, oh shit. She come up and you just be want to say go. The hoes is watching.
And see, I wouldn't mind dancing. I mean, that song in particular in that moment, that was a little bit too like intimate for that.
Oh, I would have took it to the shadows and be like, we gonna dance in this corner right here.
It wasn't that it was too intimate, because like I don't really think about or consider that. Like when I like a girl and I'm out with her, like I've been on record on this podcast before, like she don't gotta be my girlfriend. I'll be outside holding her hand, like
That's what's up.
So I don't care, like, but it was just, it was just too soon for a spot that I'm at all the time, and this is your first time here with me. I did think that, in all honesty. I don't know if I mentioned that to her, but my biggest thing was that she was with her friends, and I didn't want to walk up and they like having their little girl moment, because they didn't even come with me. They came together. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to walk up and like, you know what I mean? But then speaking to her, I mean, she didn't say this, but just like knowing women the way I claim to, no man is ever gonna know women like that. But being as familiar that I feel like I am with women, like I probably could have anticipated that her and her friends would think like that would be like a really like sweet or cute moment if hearing the DJ be like, oh yeah, go grab your girl, and then I come grab her away from her friends and dance with her. She probably would have thought that'd been fly, you know, as I'm thinking about it now. So
I actually had a girl one time. I was like, well, she got me. We was like, this is a couple years ago. This wasn't even here in California. This was somewhere else. But anyway, we was like a fling. Like, we was messing around. We was like the friends with benefits deal or whatever. But like, she never did. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whole PDA thing. It's like the older I get, the more I'm just like, I don't do the whole PDA thing. Like, I'm like,
before you keep going, why is that?
I don't know, bro. It's just something like as times progress, like from like when I was like early, like from, I'll take it back to 18, from like 18 to early 20s, mid 20s, I was there, holding hands. I'm doing the, you know, they call it the broke man hug when she paying for everything. I'm doing the prom picture pose, and then like as I got in my late 20s into my early 30s, like, I don't know, it's just not my thing. Like, and it's like, it's not about being embarrassed and stuff, because I'm not. That's just not my thing. Like, I hold a girl hand or put my arm around her, but but.
So, I mean, not interesting. That doesn't surprise me. Like, a lot of men, a lot of guys are like that, but I just don't get it. Like, I'm big PDA. Like, nah, if I like you, I'm holding hands. I got my arm around you. Like, I'm all of that. Like, I'm touching you all day.
I think it's just I think I'm just become such a private person as I gotten older, and plus like moving. It's like the more I move in like the entertainment industry, you kind of need stuff to be private.
I feel that.
Because everybody sees you outside. They don't know you, but when people kind of have an idea of who you are, people pay attention to how you operate.
That's a fact.
But no. Going back to the girl real quick. So we was friends with benefits, and like we would be out, and she never tried to hold my hand, grab my arm, rub up on me. We was just cool. And then one day, these other girls was looking at me, which girls look at me, you know, just like guys look at her. I ain't tripping. So she come by and she started like holding. I'm like, what you doing? She's like, I gotta let them know what's up. I said, let who know what's up? I'm like, it just threw me for a loop, because I'm like, this ain't you. I'm like, you putting on because you see girls looking, but I'm like, this ain't you. And I guess I say that to say, like, I get it. Someone be like, well, she was just marking hers, but I'm like, that's not you though.
Right.
Like, don't come out of character just because some girl looking at me and stuff. Like, now, if like maybe, I guess she over there trying to pop her shit off or whatever, and in front of you, it's like, yo, this, you know what I'm saying? But like, nah, I just don't.
I could dig it. It was you said something right now that made me want to promote this new R&B artist that I just found. I don't know what. Man, see, that's a drink. I need to go back to not drinking on the show. You say something about friends with benefits or something like that? Did you say that?
Yeah, I said me and the girl was friends with benefits.
That was what it was. Boom. See, boom. That was what it was. But bro, I bumped into this artist named. I hope I pronounced it correctly. His name is Duka, Duka. Let me see. It's either Duka or Duka, Duka. His Instagram is DUKASDAYOFF, Duka's Day Off. Bruh. You said friends with benefits, and made me think of this song. Listen to this, bro.
Oh, I think.
Oh you was tryna date. That's my bad. I thought it was innocent with benefits, but you was thinking namesake and cul-de-sacs. Same page, different books. Looky, look, I guess I fucked you over good, huh? Apologies are overdue, huh? I really thought I told the truth, but you heard lies. Said that's why you don't trust niggas, but I didn't know that I was toxic. Thought I was a good guy till I found out that I had options.
Oh, this ain't the guy. I just looked this IG up. This ain't who I think about.
Bruh. I just happened, and it excites me because it hasn't happened for me where I found music like this, like so, or like great music so organically like this in a long time. And it's actually like, the last time it happened, it was, for me, it was Friday. It was that song, not Heartbreak Universe, it's not that one. That's not even his song. I don't know. But Friday, he was already a big artist. I happened to be I was on YouTube Music one day, happened to stumble across one of his songs. I was like, oh, this is fire. This is amazing. I'm like, oh, I done found a hidden gem. I can't wait to tell people about this. I'm in the car. I look at the song, it got like 152 million plays or something like that. I'm like, oh, I'm late. The whole world know about this. So this dude, when I find him, he's at just 12,000 followers. I don't know what his streams on Spotify or YouTube or nothing like that is, but bruh, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, this nigga knows how to write and perform music. And then also that song, I can't lie, I'm sharing a lot now. That song is mad relatable for you, boy. I can't lie.
That's dope.
I can't lie, bro. You looking like, all right, bro, I done heard enough. I'll leave it alone.
True,
I'll leave it alone.
Bro, no, that's cool, because, I mean, not that song. I got songs that people gonna think I'm crazy when I tell you this, bro. You can't sleep on the music at, like, Hollister, where else? H&M, Zara. Bro, I keep my Shazam on when I go to this. So like, you too old to be a Hollister. I'm like, your mama.
Nah, I don't think anybody's too old to shop anywhere, bro. Like, if they got stuff that look nice, like,
yeah. I mean, shit. I got this jersey from Apple, bro. I got so much love off this jersey.
It's fine.
I'm not even really like. I don't really have a specific team, but bro, so how do you think the Eagles doing? I'm like, they straight.
Bro, I feel like I get way more of that from white people than anybody else.
What, like
no matter, like a lot of times, like I got a Oakland A's hat that I usually wear with these. I put my green laces in these shoes and wear my Oakland A's hat with these shoes because it's green and yellow. And the last time I wore it, actually the last block party I worked at, I got back to 4th to go drop my bag off. Dude was like, yeah, man. Oh, A's gave me a fist bump and everything. I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It just matches my shoes. That's the only reason why I'm wearing it.
This.
I only get that from white people, bro.
But honestly, I will say that, like, the difference between, like, white people and black people, from my personal experience, you probably say, white people let you know when you put that shit on. Like, black people do too, but I've had white people be like, bro, shit's fly, bro. Or like, just like, but then sometimes you be wearing stuff that you, like a Hollister, they be having all different type rock and roll, football, and sometimes if I like it, I'll wear it. And like, I forgot what I had on one time, and this lady was like, that right there, don't forget, bro. And I'm like, what about? All right, I won't forget. I don't even know what she was talking about. She was like, don't forget, and she just hit me with one of these, and I'm like,
I love when people tell me my clothes look nice. Bro, speaking of that, my favorite compliment, my second favorite compliment, being told I smell good or I smell nice. I had a girl, so one of my best friends is a girl. One of her friends smelled my cologne, asked me what it was, and told me that it was so that she could buy it for her man.
That's lit.
It's lit for me. I don't know if I would like that if I was her dude. Like, bro, if your girl bought you some cologne and you liked it though, you smelled like, oh dang, like what made you want to get me this? And she told you, like, oh yeah, I was out with Karen the other day and her best friend had this cologne on and it smells so good on him, I wanted you to wear it.
I wouldn't see nothing wrong with that.
Really?
Well, because like, obviously she thinking about you.
True.
Because think about it, if she was crazy or selfish,
That's true.
she'd be like, he ain't finna be smelling all good and shit up in here. He finna smell regular like everybody else, so can't nobody talk to his ass. Like, so if she like to smell that much, she's obviously like, yeah, when he put that shit on.
That's a
good look.
That's a dope perspective, but I'm glad you said that.
Cause I mean, at least she ain't putting you like no jupe or no shitty cologne that's like gonna scare everybody.
I can dig it. I would want my girl to be honest with me. So if that's how she came across this cologne, I would want her to tell me that. I don't know how I would receive that though, bro. I don't.
I mean, but then like, I think it's all about intention and what you like.
Do you think you could tell your girl that? Do you think you could smell some perfume on a girl and be like, dang, what is that? And buy it and tell your girl like, yeah, when I was hosting the other night, I gave this girl a hug and it smelled like this. And
I ain't gonna say, see, you say hug now, see you walking the Red Sea, because then she gonna be like, oh, you know how women get, all they hear is female hug. They didn't hear, it's like the running joke, you could break your leg, get shot and be bleeding out. You say, Kelsey came and revived me.
Oh, she heard it's Kelsey.
Called 911.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Kelsey?
Right.
Like, you didn't get a part where I was bleeding out.
Okay. So let's say that's a fair point. Let's say the scenario is you're hosting. It's a female DJ.
Yeah. I'll be
and
like,
you smell it and you tell her like, oh yeah, DJ.
Yeah, I'll be like, I tell her what it is. And then if she's like, what? I'm like, well, yeah, I had to stand next to her. How we gonna work? You know? And I'd be like, yeah, I thought it, like, I probably would ask her what she thought about it. Like, hey, I thought this would smell good on you. We could run it down to the test lab or whatever. See what's up. If you rock with it, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I would tell my girl that. I mean, if she asked, I would tell her the truth, but
I just have at this too, and this is me, like, I don't know what it is about. Well, you in your 30s too, and a lot of people, I don't know what it is, but once I hit my 30s, I became very transparent. Like, I don't hold back nothing anymore. Like, in a relationship, I just say, like, I'm not I try to, like, ease it. That's, like, where our weak point. Like, I'm very black and white, but, like, I'm just very honest. Like, I don't even try to sit there like, oh, no, I was walking through the mall. I'm like, no, I was over here. I could smell it in the air.
You know what, bro? Like, I've never, like, well, no, that's not true. That's been something I've been, like, really making a point of, like, that's what I was going to say. I've never been, like a liar. I had a point in my life where I used to tell, like, little white lies. And it got to a point where I was telling a lot of them. Like, not, really, it was just, like, not to, like, either, like, not to, like, hurt feelings or, okay, so, like let's say, like, I would forget to do something, whether, like, my ex-wife or, like, a former boss or, like, somebody told me to do, and it's, like, important, something that I need to do, and I forgot to do it. And now they're calling, like, hey, yo, did you do that? And I haven't done it. And I'll be like, yeah, I did it. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, I did it. And I'm thinking in the moment, like, yeah, as soon as I hang up this phone, I got to do that right now, especially since I said I just did it. And me being so forgetful and so busy, I hang up the phone and find something else to do and completely forget about it and then get caught in my lie. Like, it'd be like stuff like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm saying that to say, like, I've been, for the past, like, really honestly, for the past, like, 3 years, I've been trying to be, like, real, like, impeccable with my word, bro. Like, I want to win. I give somebody my word about anything, like whether I'm gonna say something, do something, pay something, be somewhere. Like, I want, when I give my word, that people could take it to the bank every single time. I've been really intentional about that for, like, the past, like, 3 years, I want to say. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into these topics. I like how we're doing our intros now, though. Before, I felt like it was, like, a little forced. Like, oh, so what'd you do at the weekend? We'll both be like, oh, I like it. I like how we're doing it now. I like how we're doing it. Kevin McCall. Kevin McCall, what's up with him, bro? I used to be a fan of dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Deuces record, he had a few other things that he did on his own. The Deuces record with Chris Brown, that is. But so recently this week he's been online. He went on the Back on Fig podcast, and I don't even exactly know how the conversation came up, but he got to talking about how Chris Brown is on tour, making $90 million, performing songs that Kevin McCall helped to write on. Meanwhile, he's living in L.A. and he's on EBT struggling to get by, and he broke down in full tears and had a whole episode on the podcast. And no, before I give my take on it, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, first off, Chris Brown he light skinned, but he dark skinned at heart. That boy is so petty. I love it. He pulls receipts. So I say all that because, like I said, when the video first came out and everybody was crying, they're like, oh, that's messed up, blah, blah, blah. And then the receipts get pulled. There's video of Kevin talking about all the money he made. He's like, basically, like, I made like close to $1 million and I blew it all. So then the question turns around to like, okay, so you wasn't just like struggling at one point. You was making money. You just didn't handle your money right. And then the question that I was asking, what happened after Chris Brown? Like, what did you do after you wrote those songs? Were you continuing to write those songs? And then my third thing was, why are we now just hearing about this now? It comes out that Chris made all this money on tour, and now all of a sudden you got the issue with him. Which I'm saying, the issue could have already been there, but like I think I told you off camera, if I got an issue with you, I'm not going to wait till you make it big. Red, you mess with me? Hell no.
And see, that's where I agree with that. But to shoot Kevin McCall a little bit of bail, I don't think it was. I think had he been invited on a podcast years ago or months ago, he would have said the same things. Like, oh, Chris Brown is one of the top niggas in the world, and I wrote music for him, and I'm struggling. I'm on EBT. Like, a nigga can't throw me a bone. They can't help me out. I think it's just the timing of it. Like, I don't think T-Rail and the guys on Back on Fig brought him on to talk about Chris Brown. I think they're all just LA niggas, and they brought an LA nigga on the show to you know what I'm saying, to have a podcast. And I think Kevin McCall on his own spoke on that.
Right.
And so I don't think like Chris Brown did the Breezy Bowl tour, and then Kevin McCall was like, nigga, let me go find a podcast to talk so I could tell everybody.
Right.
I don't think that's how it happened. But if I'm Kevin McCall and that's the situation, like I'm struggling, I'm on EBT and I wrote music for him, and you're performing this music on tour making all this money, or if you feel like you wrote music for him and you weren't paid your just due for writing that music, this is not the way to go about it, bruh.
That too, because like, obviously not being in the music business, I've heard like people, like actually I saw a video, I forgot the dude's name, but he was talking about how he wrote music for Usher, and I think he got like 20%. When it came down to it, dude only got $1,500. So
wow.
I think also though what people just from watching different interviews and listen to people talk about this stuff, because it happens a lot. Like, I think it's a lot of factors. Obviously, yeah, I could write a song, but how much percentage do I get? And then maybe at the time you don't think that song's gonna be that big. So I think maybe people don't think too much on the business side either. They're like, oh, I'm finna write this song and blah, 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 blah. And then later, it's not at that moment where the money starts coming in, it's later.
Yeah.
But then people don't, it's almost like I'm going off topic, but I'm gonna bring it back. It's kind of like the what's his name, Jason something did something for the Lion King or whatever.
Jason Weaver.
Yeah. Mama told him, basically they was like,
he said did all the singing parts for Simba in the Lion King.
It was like, sign this and we give you all the money up front.
$2 million.
And the mama was like, hell no, we gonna stretch this out. And I think in some cases, what it sounds like, some of these guys, they do the upfront thing. They don't think about 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. So they get their little $2 million and they straight. But then 20, 30 years goes by, they ain't got that money no more. Now they're like, hey, player, you screwed me over. It's like, no, we gave you this option. You chose this option. But then sometimes, too, it is a dirty game. The people lie, they steal. But I think, him and Chris did have beef. Like we were talking about the vines and everything. So I mean, and Chris, I think he came out and said something about burning bridges. So it's one of those too, like, if I'm trying to get money from you or trying to work, like, hey, Flicks, let's work, I'm not finna go blast you and basically say you ain't shit. Because now,
that's what I was about to say.
That's not gonna make you want to work. Like, if it was roles reversed, I'm like, you basically told the whole world I ain't shit. And you really think we finna do some...
Exactly.
Like, it's one thing to say we got a discrepancy, but when you start airing out stuff that nobody knows and nobody asked for, hell no, I ain't finna work.
Why would I?
Because it's like you could have just been like, boom, 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 whatever. But so, like, that's the problem with a lot of these folks, man. Like, and being in entertainment... Now, I'm not saying me, but I'm like, those guys being in the entertainment world, I'm like, is this for clicks and views? Or you got an album coming out? Because you think about it. Think about all the no-name artists. Like, you remember Young L.A.?
Yep.
He disappeared for God knows how long, and then he had the little radio with the money spread. Got back up, but then we ain't heard nothing from him. But, like, I think, too, when guys, like, fall off, they come back with, oh, this person did this, or this person said that, or da-da-da-da-da. And then you find out later, oh, I got an album dropping. Okay, I respect it.
Yeah.
But, you know, so it's just all these factors, I guess, I always think about, like, okay, you just popped up out of nowhere. What's really going on? Like, but I guess we'll see.
I don't... I just don't get it. Like, if you're talented enough to create what you created with Chris, then nigga, go create something else.
Yeah, or
like, that's how I see it. Like, you're never gonna see. You'll see talented people fall on hard times for sure. Like Kevin McCall is talented; he's on hard times, but you're never gonna see like supremely talented people that absolutely believe in themselves behaving the way he's behaving.
No.
Because like any songwriter, any singer-songwriter that feels like they're dope, they're just gonna go lock themselves in a room somewhere and write another song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna. And even if they do air their grievances or their even if they air their grievances with this person that they used to work with, it's not gonna sound and look like that. They're just gonna tell the facts.
Yeah, this is like...
They're just gonna tell the facts. And they're even in telling the facts, even if they are hurt, they're not gonna look and seem as hurt as he does.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of like, I'll use myself for example. There's people here, San Diego, I don't rock with, but I have reasons why. I'm not gonna blast them on the internet or whatever, but like, if you ask me, there's people I've told you I don't rock with, but this is why. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing too, like, yes, like, what's the point? Because like, in that situation, Chris got a lot of fans that are ride or die. Like, he came back from Rihanna. That whole situation. You think people really gonna care because your little feelings hurt about some songs? Hell no.
And especially when we've seen you behave erratically before. Like, this isn't the first time we've seen you wilding out on the internet.
See,
like, he went up to the courthouse one time and like got in a fight with like a cop at the or like a bailiff or security or somebody at the courthouse. I remember years ago there was a video of him like sitting out like on like in the driveway of his house, like playing the piano, talking about like he was waiting for somebody to pull up so he could fight like somebody online that he was beefing with. Like, this is the first time we've seen you behave erratically, and that's why I think there's like some mental health.
That's what I was finna say.
I think there's some mental health issues going on there, so we do have to give him grace on that.
Yeah.
But also, like, no, I can't even say but also. I think there's some mental health issues going on there, and we have to give him grace on that.
It could be, because I mean, like I said, being in Hollywood, everybody knows it goes down in Hollywood, whether you see it or you don't see it. They talk about it. It's all up in there, subliminally or not. But like, we don't know what he went through. But like I said,
brother, speaking of Hollywood, you see Trump thinking about pardoning Diddy?
no, he need to leave him right where he at.
Diddy don't deserve to come home? Nah, I don't think so either.
No, because honestly, it's like we talked about on the last one. Like, yeah, he got 5 years, but like, for whatever the charge was, but like, this man was like drugging people, putting stuff in the baby oil, and, you know, like being abusive. Like, it's just so much on him that people got in footage and talk. It's like, stay where you at. Just whatever he did it. Well, he did something like you know somebody like you see somebody. I see something one of Kodak Black's artists. I can't think of his name, but something Bob, Psycho Bob or something like Psycho something.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And I seen a meme. They said, whatever he did, I think he did it. Leave him right where he at. Like,
yeah, let him sit in there. Yeah. Yeah, Diddy can stay in there, man. Like,
I mean, honestly, like I said, you look back at a lot of the clips. You look at like the old Justin Bieber clips, and like when he was drunk.
we talked about it. Yeah, like
it's just like.
I mean, I gotta be honest. I'm saying leave him in there based on the things that we know him to have done and the things that he's alleged to be done, like blowing up people's cars, hanging people off balconies, stuff he's doing, like all of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, leave him in there. But as far as like his case and what they found him guilty of, like, well, they did give him 4 years for that, so he does still need to sit in there. Speaking of being behind bars, you see the story of the guard got caught selling chicken to the inmates?
Yeah, that's wild,
bruh. I gotta read it to you. I gotta read this one to you. Let me find it. We gotta do this one right. So, come on, here we go. Texas prison guard arrested for selling chicken wings to inmates. He originally charged only $6 per wing, but inmates snitched on him when he increased his price to $20 per drum. $15 per flat.
Damn, he taxing on the flat.
I tried to read that whole thing without laughing.
He taxing on the flats, man. That's wild. First off.
Oh man, bruh.
That's a dickhead move.
Upping the price or just selling it in general?
Hell yeah, upping the price.
Yeah.
They can't, I mean, you probably got some people that got motion behind bars.
He said, look, man, supply and demand.
And now he in jail with the rest of them. Smuggling.
Facts.
Goofy.
You imagine if they put him in the same prison where he was working at?
They gonna beat his ass. Charging 15, 20, that's crazy. They don't even do that at Wingstop. Get you a 6-piece. 12-piece, damn. You said $20 a wing?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
My bad.
I don't know how he was sneaking it in. That's what I want to know.
If I think me and my brother were talking about it. I should just look it up myself. But when me and my brother were talking about it, he looked it up, and I think the dude, he was ordering on the app. He was ordering it on the app, and he would go pick it up, and then just bring it in. I mean, he worked there, so ain't nobody like searching him like that. You know what I mean? It ain't like an inmate had to smuggle it in. Like, he worked there. He could just, you know what I mean? Like, they not patting him down like that. But yeah, so he would, order it on the app, go pick it up, bring it in, and be.
How many orders though? I want to know. Like, was he order like the 30-piece and then, or like, cause.
Let me see if I can find some more details.
Bro, just imagine like you the warden or something. You see what's this? You like, why you keep going to the car? Why you keep ordering all this damn Wingstop? Damn.
Yeah. Said it's, well, they didn't say exactly how he did it, but it said bringing contraband into a correction facility is a Class B misdemeanor, punishable by up to 180 days in jail and a fine of up to $2,000.
It ain't worth it.
Not at all. Because, I mean, being a guard at the correction facility is a pretty good gig. It's a pretty good job.
I knew a guy back home. He actually was he worked for the prison, and then he actually ended up going to that prison for the same smuggling.
Yeah.
I've actually read a couple stories on prison guards, male and female, getting arrested for smuggling.
That's wild. I'm mad at the inmate who told on him. I'm mad. If he upping the price, just don't buy no chicken from homie, bro. You ain't gotta tell on him. Or get your money up.
He probably,
that's foul to say. Tell an inmate to get his money up. That's foul to say. That was inappropriate. I shouldn't have said that. Don't tell on him, no. Don't tell on him. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Just don't buy no chicken.
Could have got one of them jail phones and recorded it and been like, nah, because if he would have told him, I got you on camera, then he could have just had him do like a shakedown or something, and then I'll be like, damn. But I don't know. He should have just stayed humble. If he gonna sell the chicken, sell it for $3-4, kept it pushing, but he got greedy, and now he in jail.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a good segue to one of our other topics. Where do you want to go next? We got we did that one already. Single girl dad, or do you think you have handsome privilege?
We gotta have some privilege.
Do it. Let's do it. So we know pretty privilege is a thing for women, and it's not often spoken about, but you know, like good-looking privilege or handsome privilege for men is a thing. It does exist. Like there are some very attractive. Well, I want to say there are some attractive men that do benefit from being attractive. So I guess the way I served it up kind of makes it seem like kind of cocky if you answer the question yes. But you think you benefit from handsome privilege?
Hell yeah.
He said, hell yeah. Like, nigga, I know I look good out here. Yeah. And what he said, let me sit up while I talk. In what ways and how so?
I think in some ways, like I go in food spots.
Okay.
And I'm a hard-working, paying citizen. But I've been like, I was at one spot the other day, and I was ordering my food, and I wanted a little extra on there, which I was gonna pay for it. She didn't charge me for the extra. Like there's been times where I've been like, oh, I want this. She like, well, I'm gonna give you this. Or I'd be like, I get the combo. I want the small combo. Mm-hmm. She give me the large. Mm-hmm. Like that's on you. I can't ask for that. Don't be. Or like there's been times like where maybe I got a female supervisor. And I slip up, nothing too crazy, and I get a pass. But then this gremlin-looking dude over here, he do the same thing. He don't get no pass, and I've seen it. And it's not because I was all in her face and being all nice. I'm just me, who I am. But I'm like,
do you think that's based on your personality or like?
I think both.
Okay.
Because I think too, like with the accent, like with the food. I think sometimes the accent, I swear. Because, like I said, one girl, like, she was trying to lock eyes, and I don't do the whole lock eyes thing. I'm like, don't lock eyes with me. Because she was like, oh, you want to... I'm like, what is she... Oh, God, she trying to seduce me. But, yeah, I definitely think that's a thing. It's definitely...
Oh, no, it's definitely a thing. I was asking you.
Oh, I do. I have benefited shit. I don't want to name everywhere because some of these places I frequently, and I don't want to mess up my privileges, but yeah.
See, I don't. Now, before I say what I'm about to say, I believe that I'm handsome. I know I'm a handsome guy, but I don't really think I really like benefit from handsome privilege when I'm outside. I don't. I was in preparation to come in and talk about it on the podcast. I talked about it with a couple of my homegirls, a few of my friends, and a couple of my homegirls was like, every time you go outside, you Ooh, I'm saying so many things right now. Every time you go outside, you come back home with a new phone number. Like how was that not? Ooh, I don't want to put that out there. She said, every time you go outside, you have the ability to come home with a new phone number. How is that not handsome privilege? And I was like,
I don't think that's handsome privilege. Not knocking you. I think you just.
No, I'm with you. It's not a knock.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I'm with you.
I've seen ugly dudes get. I'm just saying, like, getting a phone number, that ain't really.
And that's what I said. But she was saying, she was like, yes, anybody, like, she was like, there's somebody for everybody. Like, anybody could think anybody's attractive. She was like, that's not what I'm saying, that you could get a phone number. She was like, I'm saying every time you go outside, you could go home, you could come home with a new phone number.
Yeah, but...
She was like, and it has happened for you before. She was like, and that's a privilege. Not every person, not every guy or girl can say that, and that's a privilege. And I was like, yeah, but I was more so like thinking about it in the way that like women don't have to wait in line and don't have to pay for things and get discounts on things.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking more like. Once I get on that level, then I'm calling my own.
I don't know if that's really, I don't know if that's really there for guys though.
I don't think it's more of a guy. I know like I think it's more of a person thing. Now I will say sometimes if the person working is black, you know, they might hook it up. Yeah. You know, black on black, you know, every group does it, you know.
Like, okay, like I think if we were to go downtown Saturday night and wait and try to go into, because I'm not finna stand online to get in nowhere. But if we were to go downtown and say we were standing online to get in somewhere and a bunch of pretty girls walked up, they finna bring them to the VIP line and they finna put them in somebody's section. That's happening.
Yeah, and you know.
But the same club, a bunch of handsome dudes pull up. They could have chains, all the most expensive clothes on, and legitimately be handsome men. Nobody's putting them to the front of the line and bringing them in for free, and you know what I mean?
No, unless they either know them or they know they're gonna spend. See, that's the thing about these clubs.
Men get privilege based on
the money they spend,
our status, and how much money we're gonna spend. Women get privilege just on how they look, and I'm okay. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm just acknowledging it.
No, that's true, because like I said, in the club setting, you know, you bring the women bring the men, money comes in because but like, yeah, I ain't never been, there's some spots I don't have to wait in line, but that's usually because I know somebody. But speaking of that, to the women and men out there, because it just popped in my head. For those of y'all that got club privileges or whatever privileges, y'all need to shut the hell up when you outside, because you don't know who knows who. Because there's been so many times where men and women will be talking about somebody they know on the inside, general manager, owner, blah, 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 blah. And they be making them sound like straight up hoes. Oh yeah, we can just go in here because I know the owner and he gonna da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You done told all this man business not knowing, let's just say the owner, my cousin. Hey, cuz, they got you out here looking like a buster. I sounded real California, just like a buster.
Like a buster, fool.
Like a buster, fool. But no, for real, like, people be in line and they'll just be talking like they just run it. Yeah, I know, we could do what we want, I'm like, that's your privilege, but you got to just shut the hell up because you don't know who. And now your privilege might be shot to hell because you couldn't just... You know the owner. You couldn't just wait. Couldn't send him a little text. You had to let everybody know. Oh, I know the owner. We we don't pay for shit. Cousin, they got you out here looking like a hoe. You might be cool with it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a word of advice.
I can dig it.
But, you know, before we get into the next topic, speaking of... privilege and women and single and blah 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 blah. We're gonna go back. I got a question for you. I've seen something on IG. Was it dating apps? Basically, like this girl was talking about she'd be down to go on a dating app, And I forgot the quote. Somebody in the comment said,
a nap date, huh?
Yeah. They said, we ain't napping, we ain't clapping. Or we ain't clapping, we ain't napping. If we ain't clapping, we ain't napping.
I have been seeing that as a talk point, nap dates. I have been seeing that. Are you asking me would I do a nap date?
Yeah, I'm asking you, would you?
Yeah.
I mean, what does that entail? Y'all laying on each other, or y'all laying side by side? Like,
yeah, well, the girl that I seen talking, I'm assuming we're talking about the same girl. Mm-hmm. The girl that I seen talking about it, she was saying that like, nigga, I'm legit busy and tired, and so like, yeah, you can come over here, we can kick it for a little bit, but I'm finna go to sleep, and after we wake up, like, we can hang out for a couple minutes, and you can go about your business, but nigga, I'm about to go to sleep. So I'm not. No. So no. Like if I meet a girl, let me say this. I'm all down for the chill, low key, inexpensive dates when you first meet them. That's my bag. Like we getting coffee, we getting smoothies, we going to the lounge, rooftop fireside thing where drinks are cheap. Like I'm doing the cheap dates to get I don't want to say cheap. That's disrespectful. I'm doing the inexpensive dates to get to know you. So a nap date is mad inexpensive. So I'm down for that, in theory. But I'm saying all that to say, if I've just met the girl and that's what she wants to do, there's no way I'm finna lay down and go to sleep next to somebody that I've never met before.
Yeah, hell no.
And we're not on an airplane. Like, we're like a controlled environment. Like, no, I'm not, no. But like, if it's a girl that we've exchanged info, like I know you, we've been dating for a couple months and we know each other. We've already went on other dates and we know each other fairly well at this point. And I tell her like, okay, I could see a realistic scenario where like a girl that I've been dating for some time, it's already off anyway. A girl that I've been dating for some time, has gotten busier than she has been before, because a lot of women I meet are entrepreneurs. She's busier than she's been when I first met her. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying like, oh yeah, let's get together. Let's go get a drink. Let's go get some food. Let's go get dinner. And she hasn't been able to go. And she hits me with like, hey, if you want to come over and take a nap, then we can do that. I'd be down for that with a girl that I've already been dating. Mm-hmm. And even that, you're only gonna hit me with that a couple of times. But a girl that I just met talking about some like, yeah, come over and take a nap, and like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, for what? Like, the purpose of dating is to get to know the person. So how much am I gonna get to know you?
That's that new generation.
If we laying there asleep.
That's that new shit. I mean, that sounds like that ain't got nothing to do with it. But maybe this is irrelevant, but like, that's like I was at Liberty Station the other week, and they look like teenagers. Mm-hmm. They walked in, there was like 5 of them, but they all was like holding hands, locked in, just walking around. I'm like, Liberty Station already packed. Why are you up here? Y'all like a big ass circle. I'm like, that's that new generation shit. Just same thing, this nap shit. Like, some people be like, hell yeah, but I'm like, I don't know you. And like you say, we ain't clapping. No, I feel like honestly, like now, if we hanging out and we go eat and then we come back like, girl, I'm sleeping. All right, we sleep. Boom, boom, boom. But like, no, that's stupid. I sleep by my damn self.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. And it is funny. I don't want to step on a joke, but I'm not even gonna hit her with the if we ain't clapping, we ain't napping, because I ain't even really trying to clap like that like these days. But just to like, yeah, no, I'm not coming over to take a nap with you.
Yeah, that's just. And then you talking about we gonna take a nap and then you go. So I'm finna drive to your house, or you finna come over here, take a nap, and then I'm gonna leave, or you gonna leave, and we just gonna go about our.
I'll put it like this: if I meet a girl, and she wants to have a nap date, that girl doesn't have enough time for me. And I'm not dissing it. Like, you're busy. You get into your bag, you in school, whatever you got going on, I respect and salute it. But the fact that you want the time that you want to spend with me, you want to spend that time sleeping, and then that means you got to wake up and go get to whatever else you got to get to. That just means you don't have enough time for me.
Say, wake your sleep ass up.
Yeah.
Take your ass over there.
Or don't. Or do that, but me and you just can't date.
Like, if we've been dating them, and he like,
okay,
but now it's different if, like, say she in the city or in my area, she like, hey, I'm kind of sleepy. Can I pull up? Boom. Yeah, come on, take a nap. Boom, take a nap. But, like, if I just met her yesterday and she like, I think it'd be so great if we just took a nap, I'm be like, is that cold? Be like, what's up? We try to, you know what I mean? And if she like, no, I'm like, I can see myself being very perplexed. Like, I can see myself, like, if I was ever in that situation, like, I'd be like, oh, that's cold. We gonna nap. And then we get to it and she like, oh, I'm for real. I'm like, my countryside car. Like, so your ass drove all the way over here to go to sleep.
But see, this the thing. If I was, like, if I'm in a relationship and I'm about to take a nap and my girl come over to my house just to lay down and take a nap with me, I think that's fly.
Yeah, that's cool, because that's your girl. Y'all already locked in. But I'm like, if you just if I just met you, that's what I'm saying, like, yeah, there's got to be some type of history or something.
I could dig it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we did it, my guy. The other topics that I got written down, I'd rather we had a woman here to discuss. So I'm gonna hold off on those. Anything you want to promote? Anything you got coming up? Anything on your mind you want to talk about?
Still taking pictures, branding shoots. Any artists out there, you want to get, you need some photography, holla at your boy. If you need somebody to host your event, holla at your boy. As far as I got for promotion, I don't really got nothing else.
I can dig it.
Oh, I do got something.
Okay.
Yeah, to the city of San Diego, it's not that, it don't get that cold here. So I say that because some of y'all just doing the most. Like, I seen a boy, I had to take pictures at a game yesterday down at Otay. And this little boy had on a turtleneck on. And I'm like, it ain't that damn cold out here to be wearing no damn turtleneck. He had like a whole winter get up. And I'm like, it ain't that damn cold out here. I know y'all want to put that shit on, but I'm like, bro, it don't get that cold. Y'all, you mess around, like, start sweating. I know if I wear a hoodie, sometimes I get hot. And I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you mentioned that so we could talk about it before we get out of here. I'm happy the fall is here, bro. I like the summer for all the outside activities, all the fun you can have. But I love the fall and the winter for the fashion, bro.
They do be fly.
When you get to layer up, like, that's like, I honestly feel like, bro, the fall time when it comes to fashion is like, it separates, like,
it does.
the fly from the not so fly.
But at the same time, I seen a dude with a mink coat on. I'm like, bro, it ain't that damn
No, it's not. It's not.
cold. It wasn't at the game, but I'm like, I've seen more guys, some women, like, they'll just be wearing all these layers. I'm like, you might as well go to Big Bear if you're going to wear all that. It ain't that damn cold.
I feel like in the summertime, like,
It be so hot.
anybody could find like a fly tee or like some dope, you know what I mean? Like, the summertime, it's like jerseys, especially like niggas that got muscles. All you gotta do is show you, like, you know what I mean? Now it sound like I'm hating because I ain't got no muscles. I don't want to say
You'll get there. You'll get there. You'll get there.
I'll get there one day. But I'm saying, like, in the summertime, like, fashion in the summer is easy.
Yeah, no, that's
Fashion in the summer is easy. In the fall, when it's cold and it's time to layer up and you got to pull out your jackets and your beanies and your hoodies and your crew necks and you got to pull out all your stuff, that's when you separate the fly from the not so fly.
See, and
I'm excited for this time of year to be here.
See, because I just get hot so easy, especially like I rock a sweater because that's it. I be wanting to put like what you got on right now, that's fly as hell. But I know me, I'm gonna be hot and I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm taking this shit off.
I feel it.
That's why, like, that's the only thing that sucks out here. Like, you be wanting to put that shit on, say like it be like a little chilly, you put that shit on, and you go to the club or go to an event and it's inside, now you hot, and now you gotta take all it.
I ain't gonna lie, I do think about it. Even this fit, even last week's fit, because I wore a hoodie. I'm telling you, bro, the fall is here. It's time to layer up. I wore a hoodie with a jacket last week, and with this one especially, because like the material of this jacket, I was like, well, I might. And with the beanie, I might start sweating up, and that's why I came in here nice and early and turned the AC on. But I was like, nah, I'm getting my fashion off, bro. While it's cold out, it don't necessarily feel like in the studio how it feels outside, but I'm getting my fashion off while it's cold outside.
In the great words of the late great Pimp C, TV ain't got no temperature.
Facts.
So,
facts. That's a fact.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the
title of the episode.
TV ain't got no
temperature. I like it. Anyway, man, it's been another episode of the Ain't Got It Yet podcast. This is episode 105. Yep. I'm Michael Flicks.
And I'm Red.
Appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Until next time, take care.
Yeah, I heard that.